that you're looking, can you hear me now? I hear that you're looking, I hear that you're looking, I hear that you're looking, can you hear me now? You can't hear.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Mr. Vaughn back again, and I'm bringing you Mr. Vaughn's Sweatbox Locks of the Week. Week 2 NFL season. We in full swing, baby. We getting it done. And let's get right into these picks, man. First game, Oakland versus Buffalo. Buffalo and Oakland both with impressive wins last week. Buffalo especially. And now they meeting up. One of these teams is going to be 2-0 after this. And I'm going to go with Buffalo, man. They looked good last week, and I think they're going to keep it going at home. I think they're going to get the win over Oakland 23-13. That's my first pick. Game 2, Kansas City, Detroit. Kansas City looked terrible last week, and I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of the Chiefs, and they hurt my feelings by how bad they looked last week. I mean, you can't, at home, get beat up by Buffalo. So maybe they bounce back, and maybe they play better, but I don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Detroit. Detroit had an impressive win over Tampa Bay last week. Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson, man, they're tough. Megatron is a monster. Please be aware of that. And I think Detroit gets this. I think they get it big. I think they're going to put up like 30 on them. So I'm going to say 33-20. Kansas City's going to get 20. But they're not really going to ever be in this game. I think Detroit gets this pretty good. Chicago, New Orleans. New Orleans coming off a tough loss to Green Bay on the opening day. The entire NFC South lost the first week. This is a team that had 3 teams with 10 wins last season, and they didn't win a game in week 1. This is going to change. I think New Orleans playing a tough Chicago team at home in their home opener. New Orleans is going to be hungry, and they're going to get the win. I think they're going to get the win. I think they're going to put up some big points. They might put up like 38. I think they might put up 38 points. Chicago, it'll be a little bit of a shootout. We're going to have a little bit of a shootout. New Orleans 38, Chicago 30. But New Orleans is going to get it. Indianapolis, Cleveland. Indy got stomped last week. I mean, this team is a shell of itself without Peyton Manning. All those weapons they got, and they weren't able to do nothing against that Houston defense last week. And the Houston defense is not that good. They're better than they were last season, but it's not like they're the Jets. And they're playing Cleveland, who also lost to Cincinnati, who I picked to be the worst team in football, and then they just totally proved me wrong in week 1 by beating Cleveland. Indy's at home this time, so I think Indy's actually going to get this. They're still not going to look as good as they would with Peyton Manning, but they'll get this, and they'll put up, Kerry Collins will get them a couple good scoring drives. They'll put up 24 points. Cleveland, I think Cleveland will put up around 17. So 17-24, Indianapolis with the win. Tampa Bay, Minnesota. Both teams didn't look terrible last week. They didn't look very good. Tampa Bay looked better than Minnesota. Donovan McNabb did not have a good game in his Minnesota debut, but he was playing against a tough San Diego team with a tough defense and a great offense. And they really just didn't have the ball very much. Everybody wants to say, I mean, he didn't play well, but he didn't really have the ball that much. But I think they're going to look a lot better this week, and I'm going to give them the edge over a Tampa Bay team that I don't think is going to be as good as last year. I think Minnesota gets this. Nothing crazy. I think they get it 24-17, 24-13 maybe. Somewhere around there. 24-13. I'll say 24-13. Green Bay, Carolina, man. Cam Newton shouts out. 400 yards in his rookie debut. In a loss, though. And it doesn't get no easier. They got Green Bay this week. In Green Bay, we saw what they did against New Orleans. Carolina's going to be 0-2. Green Bay gets this. 37 to... I think Carolina's going to put up like 28 points, though. But they're not going. It's not going to be enough. So 37-28. Seattle, Pittsburgh. Everybody they just think they're just feeding my Seahawks to the Pittsburgh. Everybody think, oh, Pittsburgh's going to get revenge after how they got stomped out by Baltimore. And they did. They got stomped by Baltimore. But Seahawks, don't ever give up two special team touchdowns in a game again. You saw what happened when San Diego did it to y'all last season. You guys go around and do it this season? Come on, man. Play better. That's all I got to say. Play better. But, man, you guys got your work cut out for you. As much as I want to pick you guys, I can't. I think Pittsburgh gets this. I think Pittsburgh gets this 24-17. I'm going to just leave it at that. Seattle Seahawks, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me a liar. Next game, Baltimore, Tennessee. Baltimore is going to get this. They looked awesome last week. Joe Flacco, Anquan Bolden, Ray Rice, Ray Lewis, that defense. Come on, man. Baltimore's going to get this. Tennessee did not even look that bad. They didn't look great, but they didn't look that bad. But Baltimore looked good. Baltimore's going to get this, and they're on the road. It don't matter. Baltimore gets this. Baltimore gets this 28 to Tennessee's 20. Arizona, Washington. Arizona won last week over a surprisingly good Carolina team. Washington beat the Giants. And I still don't think the Washington Redskins are going to be that good. The Giants aren't going to be that good either, though. But Washington's going to win this game. They're at home. It's their home debut. I'm sorry, it's not their home debut, but they're at home. Arizona is going to lose, but Washington wins this. I say they get 23 points. Arizona gets 20. It's going to be a close game, 23-20 Washington. Jacksonville and the New York Jets. The Jets, thanks to the horrible play of Tony Romo, were able to win last week when they really should have lost. But that's what happens when you have a terrible quarterback, Dallas. Dallas, your quarterback sucks. And you guys gave the Jets a win. So the Jets are 1-0. Jacksonville's 1-0 after they beat Tennessee. This is after they cut their starting quarterback 3 days before the season starts. That's going to come back and bite them, and it's going to start this week. They're not going to beat the Jets. The Jets are probably going to win this pretty easily. They're not going to score a bunch of points, but you know their defense doesn't give up a lot of points. So, especially to a Jacksonville team that's not really that effective on offense. They're going to be able to stop Maurice Jones-Drew on the run, and the Jets are going to win this 20-10. Dallas, San Francisco. Two teams that I really don't care about. San Francisco because they're a division rival, and Dallas because they just plain suck. But I think Dallas is going to win. Yes, Dallas fans, I think your team is going to win. San Francisco is not very good. The only reason they beat the Seahawks last week is because the Seahawks had a lapse on special teams. Without those 2 special teams touchdowns, they don't win that game. That offense was not off. Alex Smith, come on. Alex Smith, he's terrible. And until you guys get that quarterback situation rectified, you're not going to win much. I'm going to stick by that. I don't care what you guys did last week. In Dallas, you're not going to win much either because your quarterback's not much better. But he's better than Alex Smith. Tony Romo, stop throwing picks in the red zone. Stop fumbling the ball in the red zone. I mean, are you serious? Come on, man. Play better. But you can't because you suck as a quarterback. Dallas is going to win this game 27-14. Cincinnati, Denver. Cincinnati with a surprising week 1 win over Cleveland. It's not going to hold up. Denver's at home. They're going to be looking to rebound after a tough loss to Oakland, and they will. Denver wins this. Kyle Orton plays a lot better. Cincinnati's defense is not Oakland's defense. We know that. So Denver's going to win this. They could have put up 28 points, and Cincinnati will put up 10. 10 points from Cincinnati, 28 for Denver. It's going to be kind of a blowout. Houston and Miami. Houston looks good. They're going to continue to look good. Miami, even though Miami put up 400 yards of offense against the New England Patriots, I mean, was that an anomaly? Houston still, they're not a New England offense, but they're still a high-powered offense, and they're very capable of putting up 500 yards of offense themselves. Houston's going to win this game. Houston's going to put up around 30 points, let's say 32, no, 30 points even. Houston, 30 points even. Miami's going to put up 23. So it'll be kind of competitive, but Houston's going to win this. San Diego, New England, which might be game of the week. San Diego, New England, every game, why does it seem like every game New England is game of the week? San Diego, New England is going to be the game of the week. Two offenses that can light up the scoreboards. Two defenses that are pretty good. I actually think San Diego has a better defense. But I think New England's going to get this. They're at home. Tom Brady's just playing out of his mind. You guys know he threw for 500 yards last week on Monday night. Just so we're clear about that. I'm sure you guys know it. He threw for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Miami Dolphins. New England's going to win this game at home. It'll be close, and I think this is going to be a shootout, another high-score game for New England. New England's going to put up like 40 points. San Diego's going to put up, it's going to be 42-38 New England. 42-38 New England. Big score. A lot of offense. And the last game on Sunday, Philly and Atlanta. The Sunday night game. Another good game. This is another one that could be a shootout. Michael Vick makes his return to Atlanta for the first time as a starter since he started for Atlanta. And but this is Matt Ryan's team in Atlanta now. And they're going to be looking to redeem themselves after they got monkey stomped by the Chicago Bears in Week 1. It's their home opener. I don't know. This is a tough game to call. Philly's my Super Bowl pick. And I think they're going to get this. It's going to be a shootout, though. I think they get this 35-33. I think they're going to get it 35-33. It's going to be a real close game. And the Monday night game, the St. Louis Rams against the New York Football Giants. New York is going to win this, I think. You know what? I don't know. Let me pause that. Sam Bradford. They might get this. Sorry for the long, awkward pause, but I was thinking. St. Louis might get this, man. But they're on the, I don't know. They're on the road. Giants are banged up already. It's only week 2, and the Giants already got like 6 players on IR. I think the Giants are going to get this. I think it's going to be tough. I don't think either teams are going to score a lot. I think it's going to be a close defensive matchup, believe it or not. If St. Louis doesn't have... if St. Louis does not have their running back, Steven Jackson, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for them to compete. He had the quad injury in the Week 1. He hasn't ruled himself out yet. Before the game, this is Thursday, and this is Friday morning. The injury reports might come out. I haven't seen him yet. He might be ruled out already, but I'm not sure. If he doesn't play, they're not really going to stand a chance. Even if he does play, they stand a better chance. I still think they're going to lose. New York gets this 2017. That's it. That's the Week 2 schedule. Those are my Week 2 picks. Holla at me. All my peoples out there that watched this, that saw Week 1, I appreciate it. Thanks for visiting the blog. This is your boy, Mr. Von. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Von Sweatbox. Hit me up on Facebook. You know the page. If it's on the blog, all the links are right there on the page. Shouts out to everybody who's supporting me. Stay tuned in. And this is Week 2, Mr. Von's Sweatbox Locks of the Week.